Welcome to the Loose Agenda podcast.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Alyssa.
And we're your host.
Slay. No. Okay. Anywho, so for our first episode, well, this is our first episode.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
Right.
We've spent the last hour and 15 minutes setting up.
Trying to get the camera ready to roll.
Yep.
The microphone's at the right sound level.
Yeah. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how every episode is either going to sound better and better, and every video is going to hopefully look better and better.
Yeah, we're planning on thrifting some chairs maybe, getting
Yeah.
like a fun little setup, some mics that clip to a table. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, and also the lighting. Maybe we'll fix that as well. And this is my dining room.
We love it, though.
Yeah. So we'll make it work. Maybe we'll go to the living room eventually.
Yeah.
That could be fun, too.
Yeah.
A couch
Just kind of
moment.
switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. How about we're somewhere else every week? We did talk about that yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about like jumping from like house to house.
Yeah. And going to our friends' houses.
Yeah.
And making them watch us.
Yeah.
Have
Be
an
all
audience.
weird. Make
Yeah.
them be the host.
Yeah.
The producer.
We have one friend who really wants to be on. Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, yes, shout me out. Shout out, Peyton. So anyways, our first podcast episode is going to be like a mini-sode, and we're going to be interviewing each other. So our first two episodes will be mini-sodes. I'll interview you, and then our second episode, you'll interview me.
Perfect.
And then we have some fun ideas for future episodes. We have an idea for our first full episode. I think we'll just wait. We'll just see how we get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just wait until we get there. It just changes completely. That's why we're not saying anything yet. Because it's something completely... Okay. So I have some fun questions.
Okay.
All of our I got my questions from your questions and then put them in ChatGPT.
Which my questions were from ChatGPT.
ChatGPT's working
Sponsor
overtime.
us.
Yeah. He's working overtime. Do you talk to him? Do you ever ask him questions?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. He was my therapist for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I'll literally be like, make me a grocery list for a week for 2 people on a budget.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. No,
Yeah.
please, people are dying. With the water thing. I don't understand the full water thing.
Yeah, I don't understand it completely. Maybe we can ask ChatGPT.
Explain to me why.
Why are you killing people?
What's happening with the water? It lies. It lies to us. Oh. Our first drop.
Mishap.
Okay. So we can go ahead if you want.
Yeah.
And start with the questions.
Go for it.
Okay. So my first question is, if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Okay. Creative, adventurous, and I would say like go with the flow,
Oh, yeah.
which is like 4 words, but like all with the dash.
Go dash
with the dash flow.
That's
one word.
That's one word for us. It's
Yeah.
one word now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hannah's very adventurous. How many places are you traveling this year alone? Including what you've already done.
Okay, so this year, technically at the beginning of the year, I was in Thailand. That's how I started the new year. And then I'm going to Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Austria in June, and then Greece in July. And then the rest of them aren't until next year.
Do you have any more spots on your Greece trip?
Yes.
So
I do.
if anyone wants to go on Hannah's Greece trip,
Right.
she's hosting it.
Yeah, or I'm doing Peru in 2026.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm also doing Colombia.
Maybe if we make money off this, I'll be going.
Sign us up now. Somebody sponsor us.
Yeah, someone sign me up so I could go too. We can host a podcast from over there.
Right.
Yeah. Hannah goes with UE?
EF.
EF.
So it's
No, please. I just made something up. I'm like 2 letters.
So it's EF Ultimate Break. Yeah.
That's fun. We have a few friends who use that.
Yeah.
And they really like it. How many times have you used it?
So after Greece, that'll be my 12th country with them.
That's crazy.
I know. So technically after next year, I'll be 14 countries with
That's
EF.
wild.
Yeah.
That's actually wild. But you really like it.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
a good time.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay. We can go to another one. Okay, this one, I feel like no one likes answering this question. What's a fun random fact about you?
My go-to is always that me and my mom have the same birthday.
Oh, that's good. I just found that out.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't say that. Like, that's not, like, a thing people say.
Yeah.
A lot of. Another one is that I've flown an airplane and landed it by myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of wild. Well, how and why?
So,
Please.
I used to live at an airport, like in an
Okay.
airport hangar for a little bit, because a past boyfriend was a pilot. So, like, we lived there for a little bit. And, like, we would just get in the little 2-seater airplanes and go crazy.
That's actually kind of fun.
And it was kind of crazy, because he would, like, get in there and do flips and stuff.
That's kind of
Yeah,
romantic.
which is, I don't know about that.
No,
I
you're
was kind
scared.
of like, he's just trying to kill me.
That's
Actually, he hates me and wants me to die.
You're like scared for your life, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's so romantic. I feel like that would have gotten me. I'm like, he's a really toxic guy, but he takes me on a plane. He's a pilot. I've heard pilots are like red flags.
Yeah.
I heard
It's
that's a
kind
thing.
of like military men,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Which
And,
not
like,
all military
firefighters.
men, obviously.
it's okay. It's all of them. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Literally
You can
all
say
the
it.
men.
No, same with firefighters.
And police officers.
Yeah, police officers.
Like anybody that's like in a uniform normally.
or any men.
Yeah.
Any man.
Any and all.
Any and all man. Men. I know. I always tell Conrad if he ever does anything, I'll ruin his whole life. And he's just sitting there like never has done one thing wrong. Like I will burn this place to the ground. If the world's on fire, something happened. Just know it was me. No, it was
Not
Conrad.
the world just being on fire like 2 weeks ago.
I wasn't in LA. If it starts in Memphis, then you can be concerned. Okay, so this one's like a two-parter.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Okay, that works. Okay, so what was your dream job when you were a kid, and how does it compare to what you do now?
Oh, that's so funny because I wanted to be a vet, which is so wild because now I'm like, I think my OCD kind of kicked in, and now like I hate anything in between my fingers, like dirt, lotion, anything. Like I can't stand it and like have to go wash my hands. So it's not like I'm like a crazy like germaphobe. I just hate like the feeling of like things in between my hands. So I couldn't even imagine like petting like animals all day and just like smelling like animals.
Yeah.
Which sounds crazy, I know, but
No, I don't think it sounds crazy
like
at all.
that would never be my job now.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like, absolutely not.
And like now I'm a teacher and photographer, so like I have a fun creative job, but then I also have like, I guess with teaching it's fun and creative too. Like I can be creative with it.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more restricted. So complete different. I mean, I guess like teaching and vet is kind of similar in the ways that like you take care of like people and
Yeah.
you know, because teaching isn't all about necessarily like education, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's about building relationships and like caring for kids that don't necessarily get it at home. So I guess they're similar in that way, but very different fields.
Yeah. No, I mean, taking care of animals
Yeah.
and then taking care of kids. I mean, some people,
Yeah.
controversial, could describe kids as kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
kids and
Kinda
animals are
wild.
the same.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it. So I think you're kind of odd. You're there.
Right. Yeah. Same concept.
Yeah. Being a vet, I don't know. I can't deal with an animal dying.
Yeah.
And being the one that's there and then you have to tell people.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that either.
Another thing. If
Same
the
with
world's
like
on fire.
nursing. I could never.
Oh, yeah. I just can't do needles, like giving it to someone.
Yeah, no.
I wanted to be a nurse for like maybe a week in my life.
A week.
Yeah. I was like in middle school.
There was a time where I Googled, like, what is the highest paying job? And it was, like, anesthesiology at the time. And I'm like, that's it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, why can't I be a doctor?
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, I said I didn't want to talk about it. I'm like, why can't I be a doctor? I'm a woman. I can be a doctor, and I can be great. And I can
Women
make a lot more money.
empowerment.
Yeah. Also, like, my mom was the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And so the potential of me not being a breadwinner, like, messes with my brain psychologically. Anywho, we'll go on. This isn't about me. No.
Makes the whole interview about you.
I'm like, this is actually the Alyssa interview / podcast. I'm just kidding. Us at Kelly's wedding dress fitting yesterday. I'm like, how can we make this about?
No, literally take a picture of Kelly underneath the barefoot bride. How can I make this about me?
Also, Kelly was beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
I actually almost teared up in one of the dresses that
the one with the floral veil.
Yeah.
I went home and showed Hunter. I was like, look at this dress.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we need to make sure what's his name doesn't listen to this. Justin's not going to listen to this.
Yeah, no.
No, that's Kelly's fiance. He would never listen to this.
He's never going to pick up Loose Agenda.
Do you think Hunter will listen to Loose Agenda?
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to just to make fun of me.
Okay, I'm nervous. Conrad says he's going to listen to mine. Listen to it too.
Yeah.
But I'm scared.
No, they'll definitely listen just so they can have stuff against
I
us.
kind of don't want him to listen because I want to say things in
want to
secret.
talk about him.
Yeah. I want this to be my
Let me
safe
tell
space.
everyone how awful he is.
I'm like, and
literally a perfect human.
And I cleaned all the dishes and he put one dish back in the sink. I'm divorcing him. No, please. We've talked about this multiple times. Hannah and I are safe spaces talking about our partners.
Yeah.
Because I can't talk about my partner to someone who's like, he would never do that. I'm like, he's human. I know he doesn't. Shut up. Please. Okay. So, what's my next question? So, for our show, if you can have any guest on our podcast show, who would it be?
Already know.
Okay.
Immediately.
Yes. And why? And why?
I would say role model.
Okay, slay.
Because I'm obsessed with role model and he's such a fun person to interview. I've watched his every interview he's done with Jake Shane and I'm obsessed with him, and that's kind of what made me obsessed with him. I kind of knew about him at first because Emma Chamberlain, and he used to date Emma Chamberlain. I also would not be mad at Emma Chamberlain.
Oh yeah.
Those are big deals, I feel like.
Yeah, I would love
me naming celebrities.
Yeah. They're here tomorrow. We have to manifest it.
Right.
Or we'll never keep going.
Right.
That's the only way. Also, that's going to be the episode Hunter and Conrad tune into.
Yeah. Let's see what they're talking about with this boy.
Yeah, they never listen. They're like, yeah, we'll listen. Never. That's when Hunter's slows down the audio. Listens to every breath that you take. Your heart rate going up every time he talks. No, Hunter's heart rate has to be going up too. Romo is hot.
Yeah.
I feel like even guys think he's hot.
Right, yeah.
He's one of those people.
Yeah, he can just wear the cut off tees and he wears the short baby tees.
Who is it, Brad Pitt? Who was the old
I think so. I think there is a picture of Brad Pitt in a baby tee.
Yeah. I found out Brad Pitt's pretty short. All the really hot Hollywood guys, not all of them.
Yeah.
They're short.
Yeah. Everyone says that Hunter looks like Tom Cruise, except for Hunter doesn't have a middle tooth.
Wait, what?
Tom Cruise has a middle tooth.
Oh my. So Tom Cruise has an extra tooth, or Hunter's missing a tooth? That's all I gathered there. I didn't know he had a middle tooth.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise has an extra tooth. That turns me off immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Side note, when you're talking to someone, where are you looking? Are you looking at their eyes?
I feel like I look at their nose.
Okay. No, please.
So middle ground.
I look at people's eyes.
Okay.
I found out my brother stares at people's mouths.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
could
that.
see that. I don't know. I do that sometimes.
Oh no.
But I'm normally looking at your nose this whole entire episode.
Oh great.
So I can see your eyes and your mouth.
Great. I love that. Hopefully my makeup doesn't look bad on my nose. It's terrible. They can't even see my makeup, and I put this on for you. Okay, this one's a little bit more about us. So what's one behind the scenes moment that listeners would be surprised to hear about?
Between me and you?
Yeah, starting the podcast.
Yeah, I guess how we started it.
Yeah.
Or how we decided to start it.
Yeah, how randomly it was.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Outside of base camp, being we went to a workout class. We're outside, standing outside in the rain. It was kind of misting, I think.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes, and we were wait, should we just start a podcast? We talk all the time anyway.
Yeah. We had not stopped talking. We kept saying we need to go, and then we just didn't.
Yeah, literally.
Kept saying more. We're we hate our jobs in our lives. Should we just start our own job?
We should just
not
figure
lives.
out our own.
Yeah, that's dramatic. It wasn't lives. It was a fume of the moment.
Yeah,
it wasn't a true
right
feeling. Okay, so what's one episode idea or topic you're excited to cover in the future?
So I don't know if I've actually talked to you about this. I think fashion ins and outs. So like
Oh,
we kind of
yes.
talked about ins and outs, but I think like talking about clothes.
Yeah.
And like, is it just a trend or is it classic? Emma
Yeah.
Chamberlain does that a lot.
I love that.
And I love listening to those.
I
and
love
like I
that.
would love to do like my own version.
Yeah, what do you think about the cheetah print right now?
Okay, I'm
Like,
kind of
long
into it.
term.
No, I think it's classic.
Yeah.
I think some of the ways that people wear it though is a trend.
Yes.
My grandma has always wore leopard print.
Does your grandma have, what do you call her? Do you call
My
her grandma?
Mama.
Okay. I know someone who calls their grandma Grandma, and that
She
is what
should
your
be.
grandma's giving.
No, she should be
Yeah.
grandma.
She should be a grandma. You were like showing me a picture, and you were like,
Literally.
I promise you, she wears all her rings
She
all the
like
time.
wears a ring on every single finger. Like always has earrings on, like 3 necklaces.
Yeah.
She's always wearing leopard print.
Oh, I love that. She is a grandma.
She is a grandma.
Okay, I don't know. We have socks here under the cords, pulling the cords. Okay. I don't think I know this about you. I think I can assume this about you, but I don't think it's... If you weren't a teacher, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more of a morning person or a night owl?
I'm definitely a morning person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you already wake up super early.
Yeah, like even in the summertime, I'm pretty much on a schedule. So like I'll wake up at like 6 in the summer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, please, the one time you're supposed to like sleep in,
Yeah.
wake up, go to the pool. You're already at the pool by the time everyone
Literally at like
wakes
8
up.
a.m.
Yeah, like having the time of your life. Okay. So my next question is, what is your go-to guilty pleasure TV show or movie or podcast or anything? Just a form of entertainment.
I think mine is Love Island UK. I feel like I've been watching the same season for, I'm not kidding, probably a year.
Oh my
because they're
gosh.
so long.
Yeah.
Like it has like 80 episodes in it or something. It's
Yeah.
the season with Ekin-Su and Davide.
I haven't seen that one.
It's so long.
Yeah.
It's taken me forever.
I've seen one Love Island UK, and I didn't
Okay.
even finish it. And it was the one, she looked like Barbie. She
Molly
looked like
May.
Playboy Barbie, maybe?
I don't know.
And then she was with this guy that at first everyone was like, he's kind of like not that cute. He's kind of nerdy. And they like fall in love, and it's like, she's
Oh, is that
like,
the very first one?
I
And they
think
get
it's the first
engaged.
season.
Her name's Hanna, I think.
It might be. Yeah, it might be. I think her name is Hannah. Me and my friend watched it.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the very first
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because I watched them in order, and I'm on, like, season... I don't know what season that is.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah, and
maybe
everyone
6.
was like, how did he get her? But
Right,
he's just
yeah.
because he's the sweetest man alive.
Yeah, I think
and,
that is
like,
the first one.
treats her so well. No, the bar's at the bottom. Like,
Yeah.
because he was, like, I don't know what he was doing. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember it clearly. Why am I even talking about it if I can't go on with it? But they were cute. So they got
Yeah.
engaged.
They got engaged at the end of the show, but I don't think it actually went through.
Oh, man.
Like, I think in the real world, they were kind of like, okay, this doesn't work.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Did you watch Love Island USA this
Mm-mm.
last season?
I haven't
that went
watched a single
bonkers?
one. No, but I've seen, like, clips. That's the one with, like, Rob on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it, but I haven't watched it.
I would have loved to know what you thought about Rob.
Oh, I'm obsessed with Rob, just from the clips I've seen.
Please. Did you see him when he went under the pool? Did you see that clip?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, I want to know if that was a Nick or not for you. You need to watch.
Okay, it
maybe-
probably was. If you think it was a Nick, it definitely was.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't think it's a Nick.
Everyone's like, wow, why is he crying? And I'm like, why do I like that? Okay. Okay, next question. What's a song that perfectly describes your personality? If that's hard, you can do a go-to karaoke song, but
Okay, speaking of role model.
back to that.
Role model, come on the show. I think I really like Francis by Role Model, but I feel like me and Emma Chamberlain are kind of similar in a lot of ways. Like, obviously not in most ways, but I feel like me and her are very similar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we would be friends in real life.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, Francis, because that's about Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Go-to karaoke song, though, is Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so what celebrity would you want to be your best friend? If you can be their best friend, like, tomorrow.
Miley Cyrus. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, actually.
Yeah.
That's better than Emma Chamberlain. No,
Yeah.
like, shame. Like, no, like, I don't know, judgment towards that. But
Yeah.
I think she would also be like Miley Cyrus is the
Yeah.
best option you could
Right.
go for.
No, I think Miley Cyrus should be next year's Super Bowl performance.
Oh, I've heard that theory. I've heard people
Yes.
being like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, like why are you not picking her?
Yeah.
Like she has so many bangers.
Yeah.
Just throughout
Bangers.
the literally Bangers album. I remember whenever I first listened to that album, I was driving a car around town and I was 14 years old.
Oh my God, yeah, I was about to say. I was the same age.
I was literally 14 and I was driving a car.
No, that's wild. When that song came out, I was doing my makeup with a friend going into high school. Because it was the summer we went to high school. Because Hannah and I are the same age.
Yeah.
By, what's the difference? Like half a month? Maybe 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 weeks. Doesn't matter. We're very close in age. That summer, I was doing my makeup with my friend. And she was trying to do her makeup on how she would do it, her high school makeup.
Oh,
so she was practicing her high school makeup. I'm like, I gotta get on this. Like, I was like, show me how you're doing that. Because I was not very good at makeup. I had the, like, what's it called? Like, the one foundation.
Yeah.
My whole face was that, like, foundation color.
Yeah.
Looked a little dead. What's new? That was everyone in 2014. My eyebrows are a little
No, I didn't even wear makeup at
Yeah.
that time.
No, that's probably for
like,
the best.
didn't put makeup on my face until I went to college and like joined a sorority.
Oh yeah, that's honestly. So you missed you got to escape the awful dip brow.
Well, that is yes.
Okay.
I missed out on that, but I did unfortunately fall into the trend of the colored contacts and like dark eyeliner.
Oh my gosh, wait.
I did have blue contacts and blonde hair.
I don't know any of this. I kind of want to see that.
I keep that hidden.
Yeah, it's tucked back far away. I want to see pictures of that. We clip a picture.
We'll clip one.
Yeah, no, we'll just post it with it. I would love to see that.
It was atrocious. Just know that.
I feel like everyone had a hair phase. Was that the only time you really dyed your hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I had a woman put straight bleach on my roots. And the one time I didn't go to my godmom to get my hair done and ruined my hair, turned my hair orange. And so then I called my hairstylist and I was like, please help me. I'm like in the floor in the McDonald's drive-thru with a hat on my head crying. I'm like, please help me. I gotta get this done. What?
You have really curly hair.
Yeah.
Like naturally.
Yeah.
Did they mess up your curls?
Yeah. They were a little messed up for a while. And that's why she dyed my hair back dark brown.
Yeah.
And she was like, later on we can put more highlights in it. I was like, no.
Never again.
No. So my hair's been my natural hair color since.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do have really pretty curls.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can rarely see you with them.
I know.
You, like, hide them away from everyone.
I do it a lot in the summer.
Yeah.
Just because it's, like, more humid and they get curlier.
Yeah.
Right.
Keeps them going. Okay. What's your all-time favorite book, movie, or podcast? Or TV show?
Okay.
I feel like if that's a repeat.
Oh, I have an answer for all.
Perfect.
My all-time favorite book is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell.
Okay. I haven't read that one yet.
It's so good.
Okay.
And it's actually podcast-based, which is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know this one. They're, like, solving a true crime. Like, true crime podcast people.
No.
Never mind.
No.
I don't know this one.
No.
I'm like,
but I think I have read that one.
okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's, like,
Yes.
similar looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Go
can't
on.
think of the
Tell me
name.
about this one, then, because I'm wrong.
So basically, it's like this girl that starts a podcast, and she's like basically she's like this big influencer.
Yeah.
And she starts a podcast, like how like she like gets women on the pod, and she basically talks about like how they're like become successful. But then she meets a girl at a restaurant that has the same exact birthday as her, and they're the same exact age, and the girl's like really odd, like really weird. And so she's like goes up to her and she's like, please get me on the podcast because my life's about to really change. And basically she does like some crazy stuff in her life, and like they get all of the evidence on the podcast, like of her like planning on doing all of this crazy stuff, and it just gets wild.
Was it one episode?
No, it was like multiple.
So she just keeps having her on.
She keeps having her on to like see like how her life progressively changed.
That's actually wild.
It was really crazy, and it's a really good book. 10 out of 10 recommend if you like thrillers. My favorite movie is 7 Pounds. It has Will Smith in it.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of that one at all.
Yeah, I like that one. Or I like Good Will Hunting. That one's pretty good.
I feel like I've heard of that recently. Who's in that? Who's in
it's like Robin Williams.
Yes.
And I can't think of the other guy's name, but he's big.
Yes. Conrad's been trying to get me on to watch that, but it's kind of dramatic.
Yeah, it is. It is really dramatic, and it's like old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I cannot do,
Yeah, it's really
especially dramatic with Robin Williams now, looking back. Like, it's hard.
And he's like a sweet old man in the movie. Like, he's a therapist.
That's why Conrad's
Yeah.
trying to get me to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Because he's like, I swear you'll like it because he's a therapist. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything to me. That means nothing to me. That actually makes me hate it.
I think actually my favorite podcast might be Connor and Brooke. Brooke and Connor make a podcast.
Oh, I haven't heard that one either.
Oh my God.
I haven't heard any of these things.
Oh, well, I just put you on 3 great things.
Yeah, I'm going to read
That's
that
like
book.
the podcast I listen to the most.
Okay, so who are they?
Okay.
What's
you
their
know
backstory?
Connor. He's like Fibula on social media.
I'm really bad
I'm going
with
to show you a picture.
I'm really bad at connecting names with faces.
Okay, go ahead and ask me the next one. I'll be pulling
Okay.
up a picture of
Yeah.
Fibula. Is that how you say it? I don't
Okay.
know.
No, that's exactly how you say it. You're never wrong.
It's Connor Wood. Is his name.
Okay.
So this is him.
Oh, yes.
You've seen
Yes,
him?
he's with Is he the one that does stuff with Meghan Trainor?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, but that's Brooke.
Oh, I know
Connor.
something. Okay, did you see
He's the one who did I Have Purse.
Yes.
That one.
Yes.
It's
yes.
from that podcast.
Yes. Okay. Can we have a little side note for this? Okay, did you see the episode where they had like a girl on who corrected him for saying a man? And she was like, it could have been a man or a woman.
No, I didn't see that.
And he was like, oh man, you got me. Like, you got me. Like, he felt really bad. He was like, dang, like, are they canceling me on my own podcast, basically? And who's the girl he's with? Is that like his just friend or is that his wife or?
Oh no, that's just his friend.
Okay, she was like, have you heard the doctor and son, like, I guess like a riddle?
Mm-mm.
Okay, do you want me to tell you the riddle?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the like guest host is like, no, I haven't heard it. And I'm not going to say it as good as she did, but she was like, so a dad and a son get in a car accident and the dad dies. And they take the son to the hospital and the doctor sees the son and is like, I can't treat him. He's my son. Like, I can't work on this. And like, I can't treat, like another doctor needs to come in basically. I can't treat him because he's my son. And that's like a violation of like, you know, saving, whatever. And everyone's like, well, then who's the doctor? Do you
Wait,
know?
what?
Like, who's the doctor then? So like,
Sperm donor.
yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
It's his mom.
Oh.
I know. No, just assuming women can't be doctors.
Like the doctor's the sperm donor.
No, the doctor's like his mom. Does that make sense? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
And they did that to the girl who just corrected him.
And she didn't
and
get
she
it right.
didn't get it. And she was like, I think she said like, I guess they're gay. I don't know what she said. Maybe that's what Conrad said. Because I did it to Conrad. I was like, oh my God, you don't think women can be... I'm like getting everyone now. Anyways, please, not me like doing a side step for that. But that's a good podcast. I have seen clips of them all the time.
They have a lot of funny little clips.
Oh yeah, he's also very like goofy cute. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like oh my God, you're so cute.
Yeah,
because he's so goofy and like fun.
They're both very they're very similar.
Yeah, I didn't know they were friends. I assumed they were husband and wife. Mm-mm. No, please. I just assume a man and a woman together having a good time, married. Is that not okay? I don't know. That's cancel worthy. Okay, next question. If you could swap lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
I think like a florist. I actually applied to a florist job on the way here.
Where?
Because I'm insane. It's in Carterville somewhere.
Okay.
It's called like Better Florist.
Okay, I was going to ask if it was Florence. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it Florence? The one with the
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Pew's Flowers.
Pew's Flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that they were hiring, but I didn't apply there.
Yes, I tried to apply there when I first moved here.
Yeah.
So
I just think that's like, so my dream job is eventually like being retired and having like a flower garden in my backyard, like a bunch of wildflowers.
I love that.
And then like having people come and like cut their own and make their own bouquet.
Oh my gosh.
That's like a dream.
That's a really cute idea.
Thank you.
You could be like the neighborhood,
like the neighborhood florist.
Yeah, in the neighborhood, like as you do that in the rest of your life, you're like the cute neighborhood grandma who like lets everyone come and harvest.
Get their flowers.
Oh my gosh. Are you charging them by the stem? Me, I'm like, how are you charging them?
No. Yeah, already have the business plan.
I'm like, how much are you charging? I think we're going. I'm going to just copy you. I'm just kidding. I'll come be your.
Maybe we'll just like live on the compound.
Yeah. We've talked about yesterday briefly with our friends. We're in a part. Me and Hannah are in like a little friend group.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we've gotten closer and how we've met.
Right.
And we've talked about making that group and living on a compound.
Yeah.
We have a very controversial name. Not that controversial. Don't get ahead of yourself. Not cancel worthy controversial, but not podcast sharing worthy.
Yeah.
We can let Peyton share the name one day.
Peyton can share the name. It has a backstory to it.
And Peyton has to say it because Peyton says crazy stuff.
Right.
Okay. If you were stuck on a deserted island, what 3 things would you bring with you?
Probably like one of those books that have like 3 books in them. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like so 3 books in one. That counts as one though.
Yeah, it does count because it's one it's
right.
all binded together, so it's one thing.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not going to save myself from the island. Like I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the person that saves myself.
No.
So like I'm not bringing anything to save my life.
No, you're not bringing like I don't know what.
No,
people
I'm not bringing
a
like
compass?
a lighter, or, like I'm
boat.
I'm not bringing any of that. I would probably bring my flat iron.
Yeah, the humidity.
I have to die in style.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And then probably like my New Balance tennis shoes that I wore here.
Oh yeah, how are you gonna walk around the beach without that at the island?
Or how am I gonna hike?
Yeah,
up a mountain?
How are you gonna try and get fun stuff?
Right,
Just
gonna
feet?
get thorns in my feet. Like I'd rather be naked with shoes on.
What else did you say? You have the book, all the pages. After you read it once, you can make a dress out of
Right.
those.
I've already thought about this.
You can tie it with the flat iron.
Right.
Tie your dress together. Books
That's
and then
it.
New Balance shoes.
Not me getting a flat iron with no electricity.
What isn't there a way?
There's powered ones,
Rocks
surely. I don't know.
And lightning. No, I think that's just a fire. Bust the curling iron or the straightener. I keep calling it curling iron. Where'd you call it? Flat iron.
Flat iron.
I think that's a southern thing.
You've never said flat iron?
No, I call it a flat iron too. But when
Okay.
people call it straightener, I get mixed up.
Yeah,
I get
I call it
confused.
both. I go back and forth.
I get confused with the straightener. I call
Okay.
it flat iron, but Conrad doesn't know what that means. Have I
Gotcha.
ever, yeah, I haven't. This is again. No, please. I won't make it about me this time. Not this time. Anywho, okay. What's one weird or unpopular opinion you have, or a hot take? And it could just be whatever comes to mind.
Hot take. Condiments should not be a thing. If you don't like the food, just say that. Like if you have to cover the food up in sauce, you don't like the food.
Okay, that's fair. I can see. I hate
all condiments
I know
except
you
for
do.
A1.
I
I like A1 steak sauce. But I feel like if you have to put A1 on a steak, it's not good.
Oh, that's true. That's what my dad says.
That's like very valid.
Yeah.
And like if you have to dip your chicken nuggets like completely like in Chick-fil-A sauce, like you don't like the chicken nugget.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Just admit it. Just
Yeah.
tell them it's not good.
Right.
I say I know that because yesterday when we went and got lunch, I remember,
use any of
you
them.
said no condiments.
Yeah.
You ordered your little sliders
Plain.
and you were like, nothing on it. You're
Just
like-
cheese.
you're like, I want to know if it's good or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll cover in condiments when it sucks.
Exactly.
Then she comes back around and you're actually like, can I have all the condiments you have?
This is awful.
The worst food I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh. That was such a fun time yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
What'd you order?
I just got burger sliders.
Okay. Did you
And
get the
fries.
Memphis ones?
Yeah.
I got the
Yep.
chicken fillet because I copied Peyton.
Yeah. Was
I
it
couldn't
good?
make up my mind. Yeah, it was good. I took off the lettuce.
Yeah.
I hate lettuce.
I
You
do
hate
too.
lettuce.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I hate tomatoes. I hate everything that naturally comes on a burger except for pickles.
Okay, pickles are valid.
I love pickles.
Like, I think pickles should be on everything.
Yeah.
They're great. Tomatoes, I'm a little mixed up on that. I love tomatoes. You don't love tomatoes?
No.
I could eat like a tomato. Like,
Yeah, my sister used to do that growing up. But I do
that's why
not.
you don't like it. You
I
would
do
want-
not.
You'd be like, what
It's
are
like
you
a,
doing?
I think it's the texture. Because they're like kind of crunchy, kind of soft, kind of
Yeah.
like mushy. It's like weird.
And you also have to like kind of the round, what's the edge?
Yeah.
Like, peel?
Like the rind
Yeah.
or
It's like
something.
you have to bust through it if you're going to
Right.
like, it's not as fun.
Yeah,
So you
no.
don't even like the cherry tomatoes.
Right.
Wow.
No.
I love cherry tomatoes. I'm like, why don't you like all the same things I like? Okay, so what about hot dogs?
I eat them plain.
You have a plain hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hot dog in the bun only, baby.
They're like, and you have your bar. No, they're like the condiment bars. You're like,
don't eat it.
You're like, stop right there. Eats it right in front of the person.
Straight out the wrapper.
I love a good hot dog. Okay, what's a belief or mindset you have? Okay, this is a little deeper. Okay, what's a belief or mindset you've had to unlearn over the years?
Okay, so getting stressed about things. And, like, sometimes it's a bad thing because, like, I won't get stressed, like, about this podcast. So I did no research. I'm like, I don't know. We'll just figure it out.
Oh, we can do it.
No, yeah. I literally, because I have hemiplegic migraines. I don't know if you know this. No. So I have, like, stroke-like symptoms. Yeah. And, like, it could lead to bleeding on the brain. Oh, my gosh. So, and I figured out that they can be caused by anything. Like, food, light, smell. And mine are stress-induced. Okay. So I figured it out. And so, I've literally, like, had to change my mindset to being, like, stressed all the time about things to, like, now I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. Yeah. And, like, that was, like, a hard switch for me. But, like, now sometimes it's, like, I don't care about things that I should be caring about. And I also have, like, anxiety. So I have to, like, chill out on that. Yeah. So now I'm just like, my house is on fire. Who cares?
Oh, yeah. You were telling me a story about the break room.
No, literally, at school, at lunch.
Okay. So we had some technical difficulty.
Yeah. No big deal.
No, we're not stressed out about it. You did tell me a story once about the break room at work.
So we were in the lounge, and a woman, like, my normal group was sitting at the table, and a woman put her Chick-fil-A biscuit in the microwave to warm up, which has, like, an aluminum, like, inside, and the microwave, like, caught on fire. And I was, like, in the middle of telling a story, like always, and I literally, like, was continually telling my story like this and said, hey, by the way, the microwave's on fire, and just kept going. And everyone was like, wait, what?
People were running around.
Like, the microwave's on fire. I was like, I can't stress about it.
It's not that serious.
No, it's really not.
The whole school burns down. You're like, meh.
I get off.
You're like, I can't make this my problem right now.
No. I was like, I can't stress about that.
It's out of your control. What are you supposed to do?
Right.
Get the fire extinguisher? You're supposed to be the firefighter now. Did we talk about the firefighters on here?
Yes.
Was it on this episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Not that it wasn't on this episode. I didn't know if it was in our practice sessions. We did some...
Yeah, no, I think it was this.
Okay. Going back to the firefighters. Now you're cheating. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know how that connects. Anywho. Okay. This is another, like, deeper question. But what's a piece of advice you wish you had received earlier in your career? And you can tie that to, I think, any time post-college.
I think, so my one piece of advice that I got from my coordinating teacher whenever I was student teaching, she told me that she wishes someone would have told her to, like, exercise more, because, like, you don't realize how much, like, you're, like, sitting at a computer. Like, you think teaching, like, you're up moving around all the time, but there are a lot of times where, like, you're sitting while they're, like, testing, or, like, you're, like, responding to emails or whatever. And she was like, and, like, you will get fat. And I didn't listen to it, and then I got fat. And so now
and I got fat.
So
no,
maybe that.
Oh my god. I'm screaming. Please, you're so funny because you're not at all. You're like the most fit one out of all of us, out of our whole group. I think. No, Peyton, I guess she really goes hard on the base camp. But in my, like, head, you're really fit.
Whenever I was student teaching, though, I was, like, the most fit in my whole entire life.
Yeah, because it was, like, pre-teacher.
And I, like, had a personal trainer, and, like, I was just going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually. I've heard a lot of things on TikTok lately where they're, like, get up every, like, 45 minutes to an hour and do some squats or do a walk around the, like, halls or
sometimes
do something.
I do that. Like, I get this, like, burst of energy. I'm like, I'm going to do some push-ups really fast. And my kids are like, what are you doing? I'm like, just ignore me.
You're behind your desk
doing jumping jacks.
You're like, everyone get up.
No, everybody stretch your body out, do some jumping jacks so I don't look crazy.
I'm a professional that's doing that right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. she makes
I do that sometimes. Like, whenever
Yeah.
they're not responding to me and, like, they're just looking at me like, are you kidding me? Like, stop talking. I'll literally be like, all right, time to get up. Let's move around. I was like, am I the only one in the room?
No, do they stare at you sometimes?
Yeah.
Like blank?
Yeah.
Nothing.
All the time.
You're trying to be like, and what do you think about this? Silence.
And I'm, like, bopping around the room. I'm like, all right, what about this chapter? Like, how'd this chapter start? And they're like, if you do not shut up.
Oh, my gosh. Were you
yeah.
like that as a kid?
Like what?
Like, would you be silent, or would you, like, feed off that? Like, when your teacher was like...
I think it just depended on the teacher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I had a teacher that did breathing breaks.
Yeah.
Every time too many kids yawned, she says because we didn't have enough oxygen going into our brain. I don't know if that's true.
That actually kind of makes sense because I yawn at every workout class I'm in.
Yeah.
Because I can't breathe.
Okay.
Like, I run out of breath and I start yawning.
Okay, I've noticed that too. I yawn sometimes during workouts, and I thought it was maybe because it was the first time I was like grounded the whole day. And like my nervous system was relaxing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that? Like,
Yeah.
when you're like, my body had like reached a relaxing state.
Yeah.
I did not connect it to her saying the oxygen thing.
Yeah.
So if we would yawn too much, she'd be like, everyone, we're doing like deep breaths, and she would like really exaggerate it. And when you're in like, I was in 6th grade. When I was in 6th grade, I was like horrified. I was like, no, I'm not deep breathing in front of this is the most embarrassing thing I could do, as if I wasn't wearing plaid shorts.
Knee-length shorts.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing thing, not the deep breaths.
No, and the monkey t-shirts. I can't remember what the name was. It was
I
like,
can't either. The little bubblegum monkey.
Yep.
Yep.
He
was very sassy.
And I wore gauchos a lot.
What are those?
You don't know what gauchos are?
No.
Are you kidding?
I wore exclusively, and not the cute stuff, but exclusively Justice.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah. Well, did you get the cute
But before
stuff?
just
Okay.
I got like the sparkles on everything.
Oh, I don't know if I had.
Like sparkles were a big thing for Justice at one point.
Were you allowed to wear the tank tops by themselves?
Yeah.
You kill me. My mom was like, put a shirt under that.
No.
I wish you were living my dream.
Gauchos are like the capri like pants, but
Yes.
they're like they're tied up here and then they get wide, but they're capris.
I feel like
And they're
I've
like
heard-
stretchy.
I have heard of this.
Gauchos.
Recently.
Yeah.
Recently from someone saying that they're coming back in. I don't know if they are.
Honestly, I wear my little linen barrel pants, barrel jean pants that I got from Amazon.
Yeah.
And they kind of give me gaucho vibes.
I need to see a picture of gauchos.
Okay.
Gauchos.
I don't even know how you spell it.
I don't know how
Gauchos?
I don't think I had gauchos. But
Oh, I definitely did.
I remember, did you have the plaid? You had the plaid shorts, right?
Oh yeah, to the knee.
Okay. Yeah, and I remember being horrified wearing those.
These are gauchos.
Okay. Yes. I remember having those.
Oh,
but
I did.
But those are like kind of a sleigh.
Those, and then I was like in middle school, the era when the wallabies were big.
What are the wallabies?
You don't know what wallabies
Please,
are?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe...
Wallabies are like shoes, but they're like tan. And they have rubber on the bottom, and they're like suede top.
No, show me.
Oh God, how do you even
Wait,
spell
are you talking about
wallabies?
boat shoots?
No,
Like
we did have Sperry's.
Okay.
No, these are wallabies.
I don't know. Let me see.
So everyone in my school had these, but without the little tag, because that was weird.
No.
You don't know
No,
what a
we didn't have
wallaby is?
those. No. Do you know what we
They're
had?
Clarks.
I'm sure you had them too. But what was really popular, that I remember all the popular girls had, were the Sperry's and the Toms.
Oh yeah, I did both of those.
Yes,
trends.
my parents were, and my parents had the funding. That's the thing. I think my parents just wanted me to go through some development or something, because they didn't buy me Sperry's right away. I had the Academy brand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, and that's why I never had Uggs, because my parents wouldn't buy me Uggs because they were too expensive, and I was growing, and they were like, "No, we're not getting you Uggs." And I was like, I know y'all have the funding, just do it. Like, y'all hate me, and it's not that, but they wanted to buy me the bear claws. I'm like, I will not do it. I will just not ever have Uggs. My first pair of Uggs were like a year or two ago, which is crazy. Yeah, and they're like.
I had one pair of Uggs, but I didn't really wear them that often. Yeah, they were black, and they were like the like mid calf ones.
Yes,
but they had the bows on the back.
Oh yes, that's iconic.
Yeah.
I feel like you had the cool stuff as a kid.
But then like at the same time, my mom, I vividly remember I had uniforms at school.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like school uniforms, but it was like khaki pants, black pants, navy pants
Yeah.
with a belt and a polo.
Oh my
And like
gosh.
the polo had to be like, the logo couldn't be like bigger than a business card.
Oh my gosh.
So I remember everyone was wearing like American Eagle because our school mascot was Eagles anyway. So like everyone wore like the American Eagle polo. And I remember telling my mom, I was like, you don't have to get me the American Eagle. I'll just do like a Walmart brand. And she was like, okay. Like she was like, I just did the jackpot.
She's like, I'm the best kid ever.
Okay. So she went and got me those. I used to wear the heck out of those.
Oh
and then,
my gosh.
then I got my sister's hand-me-down American Eagles.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Though.
Because my sister was like, I need American Eagles.
So. Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm gonna get and it's also kind of, isn't it cooler?
Yeah.
Having the hand-me-downs from your sister?
I think so, yeah.
Because then you have like this association
vintage.
with them. Yeah. And then you have
literally like 4 years old. And I'm like, they're vintage.
Would your sister get mad if you stole her stuff?
Oh yeah, we used to get in fist fights.
My brother's 10 years older than me, so I never had this experience.
Oh no,
I begged for like an
me and my
experience
sister
like this.
used to like. I used to pull my sister off the couch by her hair as a
my
young child.
Please, not the dog walking by. So speaking of your Jocos?
Gauchos.
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 Gauchos. Speaking of gauchos, and going back to like fashion ins and outs, what do you think about the capris leggings coming back?
No,
that's scary.
I hate them.
I'm scared.
I hate them so much.
I
just saw someone wearing some actually not too long ago, and I was like, "What is going on?"
What did you think when they wore them? Were you like, "Those are ugly"?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
was like, I remember wearing those under my skirts.
Oh,
like, growing
yes.
up.
Yes, under the skirts.
Under the skirt.
Those scare me.
Yeah.
They give off. I feel like the only people who would look really good in them is like Alex Earl, like the really popular influencers who are also like very nicely shaped and skinny. Mm-hmm. Like, how are you so skinny with the best looking boobs I've ever seen in my entire life?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course you look good in those. Or Alex, call her daddy.
Oh, Alex Cooper?
Yep. She would look amazing in those.
Yeah.
And I fear every time I see her legs, I get really like, those look, like, I'm like, I wish my legs looked like yours. Every time I see Alex Cooper's legs,
okay,
I'm like,
I don't know if I've ever looked.
I think it's just because isn't she kind of tall? Mm-hmm. I think it's just like you have to be tall and skinny for those.
She was like a soccer player, so
yeah, that's
very
right.
athletic.
Well, I think that's what I'm getting at. It's like really muscular toned legs.
Okay.
She has. And I'm like, those would look good on you. Those will not look good on me.
No, I disagree.
You don't think you look good on her? No, Alex Cooper's embarrassed. She's like, shut up. She's like, I would never wear those. Why would you ever say that? We're never going to get sponsored by Unwell.
No, please.
No, please. We're going to cope.
We take that back.
Yeah. I think she looks great. I'm like over here I
take my statement back.
Have you tried them?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't ever want to.
Yeah.
I'm so against them.
With the Unwell?
Oh, no. The capri leggings.
I'm like, oh yeah, please sponsor us. Hannah says she would never try your drink. No, we're gonna have to cut that. no. Those we did try one. Me and Conrad, the mango citrus one.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
it's really good. I think you should try it. I meant to message you back that, and I was like stressed out with the podcast, so I never responded. Okay, are we good with that? Next question?
Yeah.
We ran with
What
that.
even was the question?
A piece of advice you received earlier in your
About
career.
me not getting fat, and we got it on the top of the gauchos.
Yeah. Wait, how did we get there so fast?
I don't know.
Please. That's when everyone turned the podcast off. Turn it back on now. Okay. Okay. I recently was telling you about how I want to get on Big Brother.
Uh-huh.
And you told me some really good information, and then ChatGPT gave me this question to ask you, and I was like, you're going to be great for this question.
Okay.
If you had to be on a contestant on any game show or reality show, which one would you pick?
So I actually auditioned for Wheel of Fortune, which is so funny because I thought it was scam. Like whenever I got the email about like, hey, join this Zoom audition to be on Wheel of Fortune, I was like, this is a scam. But I had applied for it like a year prior.
Yeah.
And like never heard anything back. So I was like, surely to God, this isn't real. But I did it anyway because I'm an idiot and I'm like, steal my information.
Oh, yeah.
And,
No.
and no, it was a legitimate guy
That's crazy.
that got on the Zoom with me.
What was the interview like?
It basically was just like asking about like my job and like what do I love about it, what do I do in my free time, you know, just things like that, just like asking about like what I do.
So they didn't
like
do
just
like,
kind of getting like personality vibes.
I see. They do no intelligence test.
No.
Which is crazy. But
I would have failed.
I have noticed something. No, you wouldn't have. I don't think you would. Would have. I don't think you would have. That's the right word. Because I realized there's a lot of teachers on that.
Yeah, and they do like a teacher's week.
Yeah, and you would have been perfect.
I know.
For that.
I'm like, get me on the show.
Yeah, put me on.
Yeah,
put Hannah on.
Put
we
me
have
on
an
coach.
ELA teacher ready to go.
Yeah, and I did the audition and never heard back.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, it's gonna be like 8 months. Like you'll forget about this. Never forgot about it.
No, how many months has it been? You know, to the date.
Literally. I was like, okay, so that should be like March or April, and then never heard anything for a whole year after.
They reach back out right now.
Like actually, it just took them way longer to get to me.
We said 18. We said 80 months. No, just add 0. Okay, so now we have some fun would you rather questions.
Okay, fun.
And would you want to do like a speed round of these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Rewind.
Pause.
Okay, to take it in the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather always have to speak your mind or never be able to speak again?
Speak my mind.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
No, I feel like I do that for the most part.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
it's like mean.
I think, no, you're very genuine. Like, very genuine.
Like
okay.
if it's mean, then I won't say it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that now you have to.
Wait, is this real life?
It starts now.
That's my new challenge.
It actually, after this, it all happens. It all comes true. Would you rather wake up every morning with a new random tattoo or a new random haircut?
New random tattoo. I'm not a fan of changing my hair.
Yeah, not after you told me about.
No. And I have a bunch of random tattoos.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. You have,
so.
But they all have good meaning.
Yeah, for
They
the
all
most
have
part.
meaning. They're not like too random.
There are a few that are kind of a little random.
Yeah, like fun.
Yeah.
Did you ever do like a bottle? Like, not the bottle, the coin machine?
No, I've never done that.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
I'm scared too.
Like, I'm not going to do that.
I said I'm scared as if I had a tattoo. I almost got a tattoo and I got too scared. Okay, last one. Would you rather remember every detail of your life perfectly or be able to erase any bad memory you want?
I've definitely embarrassed myself too much to remember everything. Maybe erase bad ones.
Yeah, staying up in the middle of the night.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about, like, the one time I embarrassed myself in, like, 7th grade.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, that was most of my questions.
Yay!
Yeah. This is our first, I guess, like, we said mini-sode.
Yeah, first
But this
mini-sode.
is like almost a full
Yeah, this
episode.
is like a full episode.
Yeah. How you feel?
I love it. Yeah.
I think we
killed it.
chit-chat real
Yeah.
well together.
Yeah, we do.
We have great chemistry.
Right. So now it's your turn.
Yeah, now it's my turn. Now I'm gonna change outfits and make Hannah put on my sweater. We're gonna swap outfits. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, anything else you want to say before we go on our first episode?
I think it's just thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much fun doing this, I think.
And you brought in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Hannah knows a lot of people.
Okay.
You brought in a lot of people. I was looking at our followers. I think 30 are my mutuals. And like 3 are because they followed me because of the podcast. I'm like, I love that y'all have confidence in me because of Hannah. I'm like, I'm going to feed off of that.
No, I think it's going to definitely be fun.
Yeah.
I think some people were kind of confused about what we were going to talk about, so maybe like we can talk about that really fast.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Like kind of the vibe.
I think that's a good idea.
So I think our main goal is just the reason it's called Loose Agenda is just because we're just going to talk about like anything and everything. Like we've kind of thought about like travel tips, just like how to get your life together, which I need those myself.
Yeah. That's
like how to get into routines.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
We're not speaking out of our own practice.
Yeah.
We're speaking out of our own, whatever we want.
Like
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're learning as we go kind of thing. We're taking our own advice.
Yeah, my high school A-Push teacher commented, and I didn't see it until last night.
Oh, really?
And asked, what's this about?
No.
And I didn't want to be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in forever. And she also taught me psych, which is funny because I got a 1 on her AP Psych test, and now I got a degree in psychology, and I'm going to go to be a counselor. And I'm like, God, I didn't do good on your test. Also, the podcast is about whatever we want it to be about. That's not even important. I don't know how I got there, but it is just...
Yeah, it's just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, we're not practicing everything we preach. We're learning. We're both 25.
Right.
Living in Memphis. Mm-hmm. Hanging out.
Yeah. And we've got some ideas of some fun episodes coming up.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be all over the place.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Some kind of like pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
Some life updates.
Yeah, talking about so much weddings.
Yeah, we have some wedding stuff coming up.
Yeah, some wedding stuff. Hannah's a wedding photographer, so she does a lot of stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. I said weddings because we were just talking about weddings yesterday a lot. And so I think we both really like weddings.
Yeah. And I mean, you've been married, so we can do like tips.
Yeah.
Like some things that we've learned.
Oh, yeah. What I've learned in marriage in a year and 4 months.
Yeah.
To the dot, 4 months, 2 days. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. So I think that we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And I hope that we have some people follow along.
Yes. Thank you for all the support in 1 week. We got a lot of support from family and friends.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Yeah, we're excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
This is the Loose Agenda Podcast.
Bye.